Three common issues that you can expect when you buy yourself a Toyota Mark X. The Toyota Mark X is well known for being one of the most reliable sedans that we have here in Zambia, but no car is perfect. And so today, let's talk about the three common problems that you will find when you buy yourself a Toyota Mark X. In this video, we're going to be using this 2013 model as an example. This has a 4GR engine because it's a 250G. Some of the problems that I'm going to talk about might also apply to the 2GR, but generally people have more of the 4GRs and the 2GRs, and these problems are more going to apply to this platform rather than the 2GR platform. So let's get into talking about what are the common problems and what are some of the things that you can do to fix them, and what also causes some of these problems in your Toyota Mark X. So the first common issue that you're going to find on your Toyota Mark X is a failure on the alternator. The alternator is basically a power generator used to power all the electronics in your car once you start it. And the sign that you're going to look out for when your alternator has failed is a red battery light on your dashboard. Now, the other thing that you can also be able to see is if your car just randomly goes off at times. This will happen if your battery is weak, because sometimes when your alternator fails, if your battery has a strong enough charge, then you're able to drive the car for a bit of a longer distance, being able to get to a safe spot. But if your car has a weak battery, then you're going to have a situation where when your alternator fails and the red battery light comes on, then the engine cuts off completely. So that's the first thing that you're going to see. Another sign that you've got a bad alternator is if you have a situation where you continuously have batteries that are draining. And basically how this happens is your alternator is supposed to be able to charge your battery, and if it's not charging your battery at the right voltage, then you have a situation where you continuously having a situation where you're changing batteries. There's a Mark X that came in a while ago, and the lady had changed a brand new battery in less than a year. And usually those are going to be signs that your alternator has a problem. And basically once you're running all your lights and your radio is playing and stuff like that, it's overloading the alternator, making it difficult for it to charge the battery, because the voltage that it's putting out is not high enough to charge your battery and then run all those systems at the same time. So if you have a situation where you put a brand new battery in the car and your battery ends up draining, maybe this is after 6 months or even less than 6 months, then you want to have your alternator checked to make sure that it's producing the right voltage and it's able to regulate the voltage. So once you turn on your headlights or you turn on your sound system or any other accessory, those systems are not causing the voltage to go too low to a point where it's not able to charge the battery as those systems are running. So what are some of the causes for your alternator to fail in these two different ways that we've mentioned? The first one is going to be a weak battery. So basically, if you have a weak battery on your car, it's going to cause the alternator to work overtime, trying to charge the battery and also run the different systems at the same time. And that will end up reducing the lifespan of your alternator. But also another thing is just the general wear and tear on the alternator. The average lifespan for an alternator is around 160,000 kilometers. If it is, used in what I would call a normal way. So if you're going to put a big sound system into your car and add other accessories, then you're going to shorten the lifespan of your alternator. But in general, it's going to last about 160,000 kilometers. But if you're using your car just in a normal state, then it can last even up to 200,000. So when it comes to the cost of repairing your alternator, you're going to be paying around 2,000 to 3,000 kwacha to just be able to repair the current one that you have on the car. It's generally advised that you get a brand new one. That just gives you the peace of mind to know that you're going to have this on your car and it will last over that 100,000 kilometer mark. But it is more cost effective or more affordable for you to be able to repair it. And if you do get a repair, there have been a lot of success stories. We've had a lot of Mark X's come here and we've just done a repair on the alternator and the clients have gone away and they've had no issues. So if you want to go ahead and buy a brand new one, then it's going to cost you around 5,000 kwacha, depending on the place that you get it. Then that way you're just going to have to replace it, and then you have that peace of mind knowing that you have a brand new part on your car and it's going to last you very long. So the second common thing that fails on these Toyota Mark X's is the starter motor. And when it comes to the starter motor, you're going to get a no start situation, or you're going to get an intermittent no start situation. So basically what I mean by that is you go and try to start your car and you hear nothing, the engine doesn't turn over, and that's basically a sign that your starter motor has failed. So normally what fails inside the starter motor are what are called the brushes. So basically what happens is those brushes can wear out because they're essentially, you know, rubbing against the metal component that rotates on the inside. When it comes to what causes that to happen to your starter motor, it's basically just a general, you know, wear and tear on the starter motor. Also the fact that when these cars come here to Zambia, where we make a lot of short trips to, you know, our different locations, and we're constantly stopping and you know, starting the car, that just causes general wear on the brushes. So you will have a number of these Mark X's that come with the 4GR engine, you know, have a starter motor fail, and it's just going to be a general wear item. It's also going to happen on higher mileage vehicles. So you're still looking at cars that have done, you know, over 100,000 kilometers, then you're going to have issues like that. But generally, if it's a low mileage Mark X, you won't have an issue like that come up on your starter motor. So the third and final thing that tends to fail on these Mark X's is going to be wheel speed sensors. And basically when your wheel speed sensor fails, you're going to get an ABS light, and you're also going to get a VSC light. So ABS is the anti-lock braking system, and VSC is the vehicle stability control system. And basically what happens when these systems fail due to the wheel speed sensors, you're going to get problems like your traction control or stability control will stop working. And basically that on a Mark X like this one, this is your traction off button, and you use the same button to turn on the system. Basically what happens with traction control is it helps your car not to slip. So if you're driving in wet conditions, or you know, you're making a sharp turn and you hit hard on the accelerator, just so that your car doesn't go into, you know, wheel spin and end up drifting, you're going to have the traction system that is going to step in and make sure that your wheels are not spinning out in conditions like that. So if one of your wheel speed sensors is not working, then the car can't determine, you know, what is happening with the wheels, or what speed the wheels are at to be able to maintain the traction. And so it's just going to cut off the traction control system completely, so that it doesn't, you know, give you false information and then end up causing an accident because it stopped a wheel from spinning in a situation where it didn't have to. So that's one of the things that you're going to notice, is your traction control system is going to stop working. Another thing you're going to notice is your ABS system. Your ABS system also uses the wheel speed sensors to know which one of your brakes it should engage to prevent, it should engage or disengage to prevent your wheels from locking up in an emergency braking situation. So if one of your wheel speed sensors goes bad, then you're going to get an ABS light on your dashboard, and basically the ABS system is going to stop working because, again, the computer doesn't want to step in where it's not supposed to, and then end up causing your car to basically become unpredictable, if I can use that term. So if your wheel speed sensors go out, you're also going to get an ABS light. And the easiest way for you to know what is happening with these systems is to connect a diagnosis machine. Once you plug in your diagnosis machine, it will be able to read and tell you which wheel speed sensor has gone bad and is causing those lights to come on. So there are 4 wheel speed sensors, and basically once you connect your diagnosis machine, it will tell you front right that needs to be changed, and you can go ahead and change that, and you should have no problem going further. So when it comes to the cost of replacing wheel speed sensors, you're looking at about 300 kwacha for used wheel speed sensor, or around 700 kwacha for a brand new one. And the work on replacing the wheel speed sensors is pretty easy. They are all found right at the wheels. And just a quick tip for you, if you've just recently changed wheel bearings or your brakes, it's possible that your sensor, could just be unplugged or it's misaligned. So it's an important thing to just be able to check that, the issue is not just as simple as, a connection that wasn't, put back when you are doing your brakes, or you're doing, a wheel alignment, wheel bearing change or something like that. So that's just a quick tip for you guys. All right, guys, that was just a quick video of the Toyota Mark X, and just letting you know some of the 3 common problems that you can expect when you buy this Mark X. And of course, if you own a Mark X and there are any other issues that you know about these cars, then let us know in the comment section below so that everybody can know about those. And obviously, if you have any of these problems, whether it's your alternator failing, your starter motor, or a wheel speed sensor, then you can definitely bring your car down here to Z Gear HQ, that is Tunex Automotive. We're able to sort those issues out for you. And also, if you're planning to buy or sell your Mark X, then definitely also come through to see how you can get the best price on a car that you're selling or you're buying. It's been Mr. Patrick, guys, and until the next one, take care and drive safe.